court to God. The white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settle. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the props. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the props. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to wrong with step. I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent. I got it. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss. Ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high. Your baby pants through the fire. Ask you the prophets. That baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
See, y'all think it's just about us in here, but this is about an oppressive, fucked up system designed to keep niggas down and shit. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. What about you, little nigga? You know about that?
Yes.
Oh, you know about that? Tell me what you know about that. Tell me what you think about that.
I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. Belly of the beast, we been living in hell. They like, damn Kai, how could you tell? Put us in the project, set us up to fail. Round here, bullets be flying like hell. Too many of my niggas either dead or in jail. Make a nigga work when you locked in a cell. Can't find work when you out on bail, but your homie got the work, so we passed you a scale. Got them birds like the Bible got quail. Niggas selling out cause they mama got bills. Turning to coons like Oprah and Gail. How you sell your soul just to get a little kale? They put you in a dress when you get a record deal. Wanna see a nigga getting high on pills? You can dance on a pole, you can sell that tail, but they never tell a nigga that he can go to Yale. We all created equal, that's white males. All lives matter, not black males. Another mother crying, another coffin got a nail. How many brothers out here got killed? How many of our sisters out here gotta heal? How many more caps gotta get peeled? We beef with each other so quick to pull the steel. George Zimmerman still alive and well. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill, chill, yo, chill.
The industrial complex is a system situated at the intersection of government and private interests. It uses prisons as a solution to social, political, and economic problems. It includes human rights violations, the death penalty, slave labor, policing, courts, the media, political prisoners, and the elimination of dissent.
They just want us to die in silence. They just want us to die in silence. I might start me a fucking riot. Slave rebellion, no compliance. They just want us to die in silence. They murder minds like they got a license. I pray for the coronavirus to kill all of these violent tyrants. They prey on us like they poaching lions. World War III's on the horizon. Black and Hispanics form alliance. From the west coast to the islands, this pressure is making diamonds. They go waking sleeping giants. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. Feel. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. But feel.
Nigga, did you just say what I was trying to say, but smarter? I like this little nigga.
One West, 12 tribes, UPK. Yeah. I'm a One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I'll ride for those letters. The squad is forever. Ever since a nigga was young, I knew what I wanted. Knew that we could either be hunters or with the hunted. Meaning only choice was the predators or the prey. Shortest man wherever I was, but I didn't play. Then I started spitting, step fire at every stage. Rap gave a little bit of buzz, but it didn't stay. Then I started hustling, getting at some bread. I always went broke, making sure that my niggas fed. But then I looked for loyalty, niggas, they wasn't there. The same that I shed blood for, and it wasn't fair. Well, fuck it though, turn they back on a real nigga. It's when I found UPK and I'm still with them. Drill with them, cause I've been in the field with them. Fringed up garments, rocking the shield with them. I never turn traitor, I never let my colors fly. Never get my brother's book. I ain't like that other guy, nothing like them funny groups. They just better get in line. If you in the middle, you confused, you should pick a side. Me, I must stay loyal to the king till the day I die. I am One West, head beating in my chest. Fuck all the rest, we stayed, y'all left. Suckers ran scared, had to clean up y'all mess. That's why we took over, I can see that y'all stressed. We ain't got time to worry about no hater. My life is like a movie, should come with a narrator. They gather data, they wanna see us assimilated. Marching through the streets, know we coming, you hear our cadence. All you smell is Henny and frankincense is the fragrance. Cause I'm a One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters, I'll ride for those letters. The squad is forever. I'm a One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters, I'll ride for those letters. My squad is forever. It's forever. Squad is forever. When a nigga in this mode like I get so hyped, shining blinding like a strobe light. I'm my only comp, so I battle me back and forth nights like a bullfight. I see red charge and destroy might. Gave me foresight, so I know that winning the war might have them all tight. Fuck their feelings, cause they the soft type. I was always taught never turn your back on your brothers. Take on any enemy, know the strength in these numbers. UPK official, and ain't no coward among us. So make me go and bang with them sticks like I'm a drummer. How y'all gonna run with the style that we invented? You always talk the war was wild, but you never in it. All that coulda, shoulda, woulda. I see how you try to spin it. The way my soldiers move out, you think that we got evicted. This One West in the building, we owning it while you renting. Lyrical exercise in the booth is my Planet Fitness. Words move you like calisthenics. Bars heavy, so when I bench it, I'm building up a hardcore. I flex when I'm finished. And right after a light workout, it's back to business. Group sick of UPK, cause we the illest. I got one question, will they ever stop hating? Waiting on this war so long, I'm salivating. Niggas turn bitch so strong, I call them Caitlyn. I get the green light, it's go, no hesitations. Y'all just been holding our spot like reservations. Now we back to work while you suckers still on vacation. Mixtape singles and even collaborations. They smiling in the face, but I know I see aggravation. You ain't got to hide it though, you fucking mighty cone. UPK bringing that heat, you know the fire's on. is One West. Cause I'm a One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I'll ride for those letters. The squad is forever. One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I'll ride for those letters. The squad is forever. It's forever. The squad is forever.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Rockin' this shit. Yeah. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Go ahead. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. Go ahead. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Man, this shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, 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 Beach. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. I'm on my grind, bitch, and work. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, cause they be churching. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eatin'. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say all y'all do the street. Tell y'all do the street. If a nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass out the league. He ain't one of us hit the league. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime, fuck peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we pace. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead.
One West is too raid, son. That's where I came from. That is my A1s. I'm talking day one. Rest of these niggas out here is just fake, son. Look, you can hate, son. You cannot take, son. I've been in every hood out of my state, son. Out in these streets, I'm steady blazing. Looking to cut a nigga like I'm Jason. I am the one. This is the Matrix, going so hard that they think I'm an agent, going so hard that they said I'm a Mason. These are the facts though, I'm just amazing. There is no other way that I could state them. Iron my spotted, they'll never be vacant. These niggas lazy, they got them blazing. They wanna level these fucking Caucasians. How the fuck we gonna rebuild our nation? You niggas feminine, go get some makeup. Sorry, but my love is only for Jacob. We had some hard days, we learned some hard ways. Always, just know that I pray that we get it out the dust. Only thing that I trust, knowing that my niggas gon' bust. That's thumbing up the rush, thinking that you won't get touched. Fuck when my brother get crushed, been through too much. Always come through in the clutch. Nigga just do what it does, fuck you thought shit was. Cause nigga it wasn't. Know that I do this a dozen. Always kept it 100. Niggas know I never stunning. And I keep shit running, even on the days when the pain keep coming, or a nigga fucked up and he feel like numbing. Show goes on, I just keep on drumming my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Dark days with no night vision, that's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more, Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same, it's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the backpack packed in the back of the camp van, taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand, never losing grip, I understand who I am. Met a man to show me the right path, now I'm rooted in the truth, to rule is my plan. And I can never lose sight like a night exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fireman. In the circle of life, how could I tire, man? I was undesired, had no one, and then I met these men and it changed how I'm living. Their words was convicting, called that a life sentence. Now I need a witness, but no, I'm not Christian. My faith in these scriptures, man, not no religion, man. It's like Tazab, and I'm with my brother Katazab. Then you niggas too sweet like baklava. Niggas better not make a nigga bring them choppers out. Better pray for your health like the doctors out. Just be faithful, one day you'll be thankful. Wonder why they hateful. Luckily I got angels. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful. Used to be ashamed, and even before I
still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Dark days with no night vision, that's why my heart is a cave and there's ice in it. Don't even trust niggas no more, Lord is my witness. Me and these niggas ain't the same, it's a slight difference. Thought a nigga had my back, now it's a knife in it. But now I'm back at the back like it's the ninth inning. Still got the backpack packed in the back of the camp van, taking any given chance to blaze on the white man. Son of Benjamin, born on the right hand, never losing grip, I understand who I am. Met a man to show me the right path, now I'm rooted in the truth, to rule is my plan. And I never lose sight like a night exam. Sharp as iron, I was forged by fireman. In the circle of life, how could I tire, man? I was undesired, had no one, and then I met these men and it changed how I'm living. Their words was convicting, called that a life sentence. Now I need a witness, but no, I'm not Christian. My faith in these scriptures, man, not no religion, man. It's like Tazab, and I'm with my brother Katazab. Then you niggas too sweet like baklava. Niggas better not make a nigga bring them choppers out. Better pray for your health like the doctors out. Just be faithful, one day you'll be thankful. Wonder why they hateful. Luckily I got angels. I'm so thankful. Yes, I'm so thankful. Used to be ashamed, and even before I
still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, saying how much could I take, still kept my faith. Even when these niggas act fake, even when it came like a snake, still kept my faith. Some days I ain't even wanna wake, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith. Even on the days I wanna break, some days that my heart had aches, still kept my faith.
Clap it up. And Shalom Yahweh Shemar Shah Brakathon to all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar. Alatham Ba Shemar Shai to all the sisters. All right. ISUK, Minnesota, with the scripture breakdown / law class. Yeah, we got a few things to discuss and go over. So give me 1 second. Baba Kashab, everybody can have their phones on mute or silent, vibrate, things of that sort. We'll greatly appreciate it. Share the content, okay? Make sure that you share the content, like, subscribe, and things of that sort. Also, too, if I may, let me put in the chat real quick the sign-in sheet. So if you are doing your 90 days and you are trying to get your name right, sign in to the class, all right? Yes, you can sign in on the chat, but also too, it's good to sign in as far as the link that I just posted in the chat. That's a sign-in sheet, and there's also a sign-out sheet towards the end of class as well, which I will be posting, okay, later on in the class. All right. Make sure that you fill it out, all right? If you are doing your 90 days and you are new, make sure that you sign in, otherwise sign out. Sorry, you had a question?
What the YouTube chat?
All social medias, Facebook, YouTube, and things of that sort. Yeah. I mean, but you are a Tawab, though. It's for those that are doing their 90 days.
Oh.
Yeah, right. All right. So yeah, come. All right. So otherwise, once again, this is scripture breakdown class / the law class, right? If you have any questions or concerns, please ask it in the chat. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. This is where you ask all your questions. It's not the Christian church. If you have questions, put it in the chat. If you know, if I don't know the answer, I will get the answer for you. But otherwise, you know, go ahead. Just put it in the chat, and we will either have it for this week or next week. All right, we'll answer for this week or next week. Let me see, Salakia. Yeah, otherwise, go ahead and ask all the questions that you want to get answered. Otherwise, we are going to get into the class, okay? Also, too, pay your tithes. Pay your goddamn tithes, all right? Okay? And speaking of that, I just got paid. I need to pay my goddamn tithes. A lot of it. You know what I mean? Pay your tithes, as well as myself, okay? We all need to make sure that we pay our tithes, especially if you are getting counsel, getting any help or support from the UPK. If you are following the 12 tribes chart, if you are using it, like, you know, the camp leader, Kudas Ayan, always says, make sure that you pay your tithes. If you are getting breakdowns from the ISUPK, make sure that you pay your tithes, because that is a law. Now, the Christian church, they say that they keep the law of tithes. Well, that's the only law that they keep. Everything else doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to them. It doesn't matter. Who cares? But when it comes to the money, that does matter, because that's what the church is doing. They raping and robbing you out of your money. All right. They are really just, you know, taking you and robbing you out of your money. They stealing from you. When it comes to the churches, they talk about double tithes and triple tithes in the churches. And some fake Israelites groups do 30%, when the Bible tells you only 10%. 10th in the Hebrew, you know what I mean? 10%, which is Ma'ashara, which we always read in the security announcements. Okay? So don't let nobody tell you that, oh, 20%, 30%. Now, the only time that you pay 15% is, let's say that that you get paid and you're not able to pay tithes based on that paycheck, right? Because you have nothing but bills. Pay your bills. You know what I mean? The Lord knows that you have to pay your bills. All right, so pay your bills, and next time you get paid, pay 15%, because you was not able to pay 10% last week or last time that you got paid. That's how it goes, all right? You only see 10 or 15% in the Bible. You won't see 30%, 20, 25%. You know, that is made up by man, all right? Unless I missed something. But as far as I know, how it was explained to me, it's only 10% to 15%. That's it, all right? 10% when you get paid, your bills, take care of. You go ahead and pay that 10%. If you're not able to pay tithes off of that check, next check, pay 15%. All right, that's what you do. All right, that's what you do. Okay, and paying tithes is very important because not only does it help you, but it helps our nation in general. Let's say that you or your children don't have no clothes on your back, no food. We have departments for that. And yes, it costs money, but we have a treasury. With the tithes that we pay for, it helps our nation. All right? So you will see the boots on your feet, tithes. You will see all the food in your refrigerator, tithes. You will see, transportation, tithes. You will see your rent getting paid, tithes. If you're not paying your tithes and you're not doing nothing for the school, I mean, your chances are low. Yes, Commander Junior Hunter does help people outside of the school, absolutely. You know what I mean? Because he is the man over Israel, right? Under, Yahushua. But of course, what about the brother who is paying the tithes? How about that sister that is paying the tithes? They should get the money first, or the clothes on their back first. They should get all the support that they need first before somebody outside of the school who's not doing nothing, who's not contributing, because we are in this together. We are not separate. We are not individuals. And you got to be careful because some people would try to use you. And we stick together and we make sure that this, this money, this program is being used rightfully, for the right individuals, the right people, which is our people. So once again, pay your tithes, man. It's very important. Not only is it a law, it is something that is righteous. Because look, if I got $10, we all got $10 to have amongst each other. If he ain't got something and I got something, we both got something. If someone says, hey, I ain't got 5 on me right now, no sweat. I got 5 for you. You know what I mean? She says, look, hey, I'm not able to pay my rent. We are going to figure that out. We are going to help you. You need gas money? We are going to dig in our wallet and make sure that you have what you need. Shit, you ain't got no gas money? No sweat. Here goes $5. Here goes 10. Here goes a 20. Here goes $100 bill to make sure that you make it to class faithfully. That's the brotherhood and sisterhood in UPK. Now, sister's struggling with something, don't be scared to ask. A brother is struggling, don't be scared to ask. We are going to find a way to make sure that you are straight. We are going to have options and solutions for you. All right? Always consider that. Don't think, oh, it's too much. They might not have it. I don't want to bother them. Who cares about all that? Lean on the brotherhood and the sisterhood in UPK. That's what you should do. Always. And that's really my counsel to everybody. Always lean on to the brotherhood and sisterhood. Don't get what's the word? Shied away. Don't get turned off based on what's going on with somebody, things of that sort. There you go. Do not be discouraged as far as asking for help when you know that you need help. And also, too, another word is prideful. Don't be prideful. We all going through something. We all dealing with something. Don't be prideful. Okay? All right. 1 second, Salaki, sister. All right. 1 second, Salaki. Hold on. Look. Salaki, bear with me 1 second. You know what I mean? So, don't be discouraged. Otherwise, do not be prideful to ask for anything. The Bible says to knock down the doors of the prophets. Whatever you need, call. 2, 3 in the morning, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter, man. Call and get what you need. Because this is about you changing your life. And if you are serious about it, hound the men of the Lord to make sure that everything is suave and right. Someone asked, is that a smoke? No, it's an incense. Frankincense and myrrh. Right, yeah. Ain't no smoking allowed in the UPK. Smoking is a sin according to the Lord. All right? I don't care what the hell you smoking, it's a sin. Smoking anything is a sin, all right? So so no to that answer. So the smoke that you are seeing a incense being burned, all right? If you want me to, I can show you real quick. This is a incense burn. Okay? And that is the Lord's favorite incense as well. Which and the Most High has a favorite everything. He has a favorite people, he has a favorite incense. He has a favorite flower. He has a favorite a lot of things that is in the Bible, as you know, a lot of you may know. No sweat. I appreciate your question. No sweat. The water for the water means thank you. All right. Hey, Shalom, y'all. Shema, thank you, Shema. Shout. How you doing? All right. Nice to see you. The water. I appreciate that. Yeah, the water. So yeah. That's not a smoke. That is incense being burned, and so calm. All right. Otherwise, shalom to the sister as well who asked that question. The sister asked the question. All right. Anna. So otherwise, unless I'm mispronouncing that, but yeah. But otherwise, so like if I may. So anyway, ties is very much important. You know what I mean? And just as much as everything else, the brotherhood and the sisterhood. Like no one in the UPK, we are not filthy rich at all. But when we come together, we are very much rich. Now also too, when you serve the Most High and you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, right? You know what I mean? We keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Understand this too. You know what I mean? That we are rich in our soul, in our spirit. You guys got it? Yeah, you got it. Go ahead. All right, no sweat. Salakia. Sister said I used to have a pride problem when it came to asking for help, but I have been humble. Most time in Christ. Damn right. Hey, give her a hand I could. I was proud. Yeah, right. Now, I definitely understand. You know what I mean? That's something that, a lot of us had to learn as far as pride, not asking, not, it's fine. No sweat. Don't worry about it. Otherwise, as far as that window, you got to take care of?
It's kind of stuck.
You got it. All right. No sweat. All right. Cool. No sweat. All right. So like, we are in a different space. It might be a little hot, but, a show must go on, if I may. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But, yeah, so, ties is very much important. Us leaning on each other is very much important. And, by the way, if anybody has any questions or concerns, please put it in the chat. Don't be prideful about that either, all right? I'll do what I can to answer those questions. Otherwise, I will get into the topic. Now, really, mainly, what I really want to get into is more about. Okay, we know that in America, Esau, who is the white man, right? Esau is the ruler of America right now. He's the one that is in charge. Okay, Esau is charged, and Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, who is the Lord's chosen people, are at the bottom. So we are really going to discuss the demise of Esau and the birth of Israel. All right. So just give me 1 second here. 1 second. Okay. And for the woman that who had commented about the smoke, if I may, you know what I mean, you know, what's your ethnicity as far as your father and your mother, if I may? All right, is that take care? All right, cool. So y'all swab. All right, you got a question? What's going on? Oh, okay, no sir. All right, so yeah, Baba Kashaf, if y'all could share the content, that'll be Tawab, which means good in Hebrew, if y'all could. I would appreciate that. So yeah, so anyway, I mean, Esau's demise. Esau is going to be the so-called white man that we know in America. Just know that the people that we call white were never called white back then. Just like how so-called African Americans or black people, there's always different names. You know what I mean? Just for like just any other race as well. Okay. So we are talking about the demise and destruction of our oppressor, because as we know, America is white. America is owned by the whites. You know, so-called Negroes do not. I mean, so-called African Americans do not, you know, possess this place. Now we are the foundation as slaves for this place. All Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, we are the foundation of America being great. You know what I mean? Like what Donald Trump said, let America be great again, right? The only reason why America is great is because of the slaves. And you got to ask yourself, who are the slaves in America? They are the ones who are making America great again. It's called slavery. It's called captivity. All right, in America. So of course, we are going to talk about the destruction of America and its demise. But we are also going to talk about the birth of our people, Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Once again, if anybody got any questions or concerns, go ahead and ask. Go ahead. What's up?
Okay. Can I just get a general breakdown of Proverbs 28 and 1?
All right, Con, no sweat. Give me a second. Said Proverbs 28 and 1. All right. Oh yeah, Con, no sweat. I got you. All right, give me 1 second. So the sister had a question in the class about Proverbs 28 and 1, which I was just speaking about this last week too. Let me see. And I will put it on the screen as well. Give me a second. Yeah. All right, so it reads, right? Proverbs chapter 28, verse 1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. And so he said a general breakdown, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when it says the wicked flee when no man pursueth, meaning that you don't engage in the wickedness. So like, for example, for example, like when it comes to okay, like I'll give you an example, a great example, temptation, right? So we know temptation is a thing. You know what I mean? Although that you change your life, you are not living your old lifestyle. You may still have those triggers. You may still have the temptation of wanting to do the things that you used to do. You know what I mean? But when you do not entertain that demon, that spirit, it flees from you. And then it tries somebody else. You know what I mean? Because a lot of demons are shared by a lot of people because, like how we always say in the UK, you may hear people say, you know, no one understands what I'm going through. That's not true. Because we all been through the same thing one way or another. Maybe I don't deal with drug addiction, right? But I may deal with a demon, but in a way we still relate to know that we still deal with something. You know what I mean? Because I mean, at the end of the day, a demon is a demon. You know what I mean? A demon is a demon. You know, like a cigarette demon, a weed demon, a cocaine, what is a crack demon is no different. You're all doing the same thing. You're smoking something that you're not supposed to be smoking at all, because smoking is a sin in general. You know what I mean? I give you something that's very similar. A lot of people think that a male being a homosexual is different than a female being a homosexual. That's still homosexuality. Child molestation and rape, that's homosexuality. Pedophilia is all homosexuality. So if someone is raping and molesting, that's part of homosexuality. You know what I mean? Like also too, if you lust over someone else's wife, it's considered the same as I believe murder in the scriptures. It says that when you lust after another another man's wife, is as if you committed, you know, the adultery, or like you murdered somebody. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I mean? So all that is, you know, a demon. You know what I mean? So when you don't entertain that demon flees from you and it tries someone else. You know what I mean? So yeah, so like for example, you hear somebody, you see somebody, you know, trying to do something that's bad, like stealing, but you don't entertain it. You know, that demon is not on you, but it's on them. And you separate yourself from that situation because you could be a part of that. Or something bad can happen to where now you are caught up. So, you know, you're amongst friends and they're like, hey, we about to hit this lick. We about to do this and do that. So the plan was to rob this person. But what you find out later is that not only did this person get robbed, but now they're dead. So with you being there, it's, you know, you entertain that demon. But if you say, no, I don't know about that. It's a bad idea. Oh man, oh you a square. You scared. It's like, you know, hey, forget all that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be a part of that. You can call me all the names that you want to, but look, if this goes bad, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be a part of any of that. And so you know, you separate yourself, you go home or you go wherever. You just don't go where they go. And because of that, the demon flees from you. So once again, the wicked flee when no man pursueth. And this goes for man and woman. But the righteous are bold as a lion. And a lot of righteous people are bold about that. Hey, I don't smoke. I don't do no smoking. No, it's a sin. It's something that we don't do. You know what I mean? You are bold in your righteousness. You don't give a damn what anyone says and how they feel about it. You say how it is and that's it. A lot of times we care too much about what people may think or how they feel. You know what I mean? But forget all that. Because the last time that we gave a damn as far as how people think, how they feel, that got us in trouble. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, you a man once you do this and do that. Go ahead, you got a question?
What was the name of that scripture again?
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 1. So Proverbs 28 and 1. Like, you know, and also too, that was spoken about, and that is a great question, by the way, too, sis, because in the book of Ezekiel, in the first couple of chapters, you hear about when the Most High told Ezekiel, like, look, I want you to tell the children of Israel to do this and do that, but do not be afraid of what they say and how their faces look, because a lot of us can be, you know, discouraged based on the things that we say and stand on, but how people may, you know, smack their lips and be like, man, you soft, you a square. Right. You know what I mean? You don't smoke? Man, we all smoking, man. You know what I mean? You ain't trying to smash on Shorty? Like, everybody been smashing on Shorty. And like all that stuff, like, it just it's worldly. It's not something that we do. You feel me? Hey, you ain't trying to scam? We all scamming. That's not of the Lord. You know what I mean? And you know, and rejoice that you don't do what everybody else do, because you are a follower if you do that, as far as in the wrong aspect. But instead, be a follower of Christ. You know what I mean? A follower of Christ is doing what Christ told us to do from the beginning when he stepped foot on this earth. up until he left. We are still keeping his law. We are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments which he told us to do. So everything that he taught the disciples and that's recorded in the Bible, that's what we are doing. We are following that. We are not following what the world wants to follow. All right. And as you know, a lot of people, if you follow people in the world, you would end up in a terrible situation. You would end up dead or in a terrible situation. That's what's going to happen to you. There's nothing righteous or great coming out of stealing, coming out of sleeping with someone else's woman. And my thing is, by not by nature, but by the stats, women outnumber men, which makes sense, right? Which makes perfect sense, especially when you study the Bible. Why are you trying to get somebody else's woman when you can get your own that's available? Why try to get someone that is taken? Also too, it's very homosexual, very gay when a man talks about that he has sex with someone else's, another man's wife. It's like, instead of you wanting what he has, why don't you get your own? This man that did all manner of nastiness to this woman, and you want that? That's disgusting. You are homosexual. You are effeminate because you want someone else's woman. When there's women who are out here who are looking for a man, and you can be that man for that woman, but instead you want somebody else who's taken. You are disgusting and filthy. You're out of your mind. All right. And of course, Christ, he set the record straight about that as well. Back then, there would be rocks, stones at your head. You know what I mean? You will be buried in the ground. Otherwise, you will be hung up on a post and rocks will be thrown at you until you die. A lot of people are taking bullets right now. You know what I mean? A lot of people are getting stabbed, getting beat to death because of actions like that. There's no brotherhood and sisterhood in that whatsoever. And also too, sisters who are having sex with men that are not their husband. Like multiple wives is lawful, but a woman to have sex with a man that's not her husband, that is unlawful. That's unlawful sex, adultery, fornication, and that is punishable by death. All right. And I do pray that you understand, but then at the same time, I pray that you don't have to experience that. So I pray that you don't ever understand that process, because you may lose your life. All right. Hey, shalom, Yahweh, shalom. Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Thamba, Shemal, shout out to the sister. All right. How you doing, sis? It was nice to see you at the Passover. All right. You and your pops and everyone else. So, yeah. So, anyway, that's a good question. Does that answer your question, or you want a little bit more?
No, that answers it.
You sure?
Fine.
All right, no sweat. All right. Otherwise, you guys got any other questions, let me know. Let's get to it. All right. Let me see. All right, so does anybody know about let me see. Does anybody know why Israel is in the condition that they are today? And when I say Israel, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, which is God's chosen people only, of course. Does anybody know why we are in captivity today in 2022? And why we are going through the hardships and the troubles today? Go ahead.
Because we don't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. But we don't keep them. We don't keep the laws.
Same thing. So you don't keep them, you don't follow them, right? Not you, but us as a whole.
Come on.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so the thing is, the reason why we are not on top is because we do not follow the order that was given to us by the Lord through Moses. If you know where I'm going. Which book am I going into? So we are not doing what the Lord told us to do. That was said through Moses in the Bible. Which book am I speaking about? The order that was given to us. I won't ask you for the precept, but I ask you for the book. If you know the exact precept, Most High in Christ, I'll take that as well.
Are you going to Leviticus? No.
Someone just posted in the chat the answer. You know it? Nehemiah?
Okay, no,
No, I don't think Moses wasn't alive around Nehemiah. You know, also, so all the books in the Bible are different time periods, by the way. Yeah, like for example, I believe Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Obadiah, and Daniel were they were all around the same time period as far as captivity, because of the Babylonian captivity.
Okay.
I might be missing somebody. So they were actually in class. Just how you guys are in class right now, they were in class together. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. So someone said the same thing that you said, sis. Leviticus. No, it's going to be the book of Deuteronomy.
Okay. Go on.
Deuteronomy, right? So let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 1. All right. And I'll put it on the screen as well. Oops, I lied here. That's the wrong precept. My bad. All right, let me see. All right, so Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 1 is pretty much to show how we lost our land and how we lost our way as a nation, as a people. Okay. And also, too, if anything that I'm saying you need more clarification or breakdown, just go ahead and let me know. All right, let's go ahead and get it real quick. You need something? You need a while? Okay. All right, no sweat. Oh, if you could, Baba, sure. You mind turning this light on? Come on, the water. The water, I appreciate that. All right, so we are at Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 1, right? And it reads, "And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, Keep all the commandments which I command you this day." Now, so Moses, which is a Mashah in the Hebrew, we got a brother in Detroit. Y'all know the brother Mashah in Detroit, right? He's the older brother. You know what I mean? Funny as hell, very intelligent, by the way, who teach a fire-ass last one for that class in Detroit. Shout out to, to that brother. So when Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people. So Moses was side by side with the elders of Israel. Elders are high-ranking people in a sense. They are the ones who have been around for many winters. When we say many winters, meaning like seasons, for years. All right. Saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day. Now that is something that has to be done. You have to keep not some of the commandments, but all of them. Now the Christian church is hypocrites because they only keep tithes. They don't keep anything else. Also, so you have Creflo Dollar, which is a weird ass name for a pastor or a preacher, whatever he is. I call him a whore because pastors are whores. You know what I mean? When it comes to the money, yeah, greedy bastards, right? How Isaiah speaks about them, greedy bastards, dogs, so to speak, right? They only keep tithes, but they don't keep anything else. Creflo Dollar said that to keep the law is sin. Has anybody ever heard that before? So if you're keeping the law, you are in sin. That's ass backwards. To keep the law is sin, which is ridiculous. All right. I don't know if anybody else online has ever heard that, but Creflo Dollar said the law is sin. So if you're keeping the law, it is a sin. That doesn't make sense at all. Okay. The law is to keep you from committing a sin. That's the purpose of the law. That's the whole purpose of Yahushua. If Yahushua was not on the scene, the Lord would have just killed every Israelite that there was. There would be no Israelite. He would start it over and had a different people to be chosen. But of course, he had mercy on us, just like he has mercy right now with us. So all the mistakes that you are making, fix it and make no more mistakes. Get yourself in order. All right. All right. So let's go to verse 2. Verse 2. And it shall be on a day when ye shall pass out. Salak. You know what? Actually, that's not what I need. That's not what I need. Salak. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. Yeah, actually, I don't need that one. Salak. All right, let's go to verse 28 real quick. That's what I need. All right, verse 28.
Okay.
Actually, that's the wrong one. Dang. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right, select for that. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all of the earth, all nations of the earth. So now we have to break this down piece by piece, right? So once again, when it says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. So this is what we have to understand, right? If thou shalt hearken. So the word hearken is just another word for saying hear. If you hear the Most High, otherwise diligent is speaking about zeal. You know what I mean? Your will to do something. That's what zeal is, right? To hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. How do you hear the voice of the Lord? Anybody? So hearken means hear, otherwise shamai. You might hear the word shamai, which is, hear, listen, or heard. Otherwise, shaquat is more like be quiet, shut up. You probably might hear that a lot. Shamai and shaquat is always go hand in hand. But as far as how do you hear the voice of the Lord? Go ahead.
You read the Bible.
You study the Bible and you follow it. And okay, what is faith? Go ahead. Give me a Christian answer. If you have it, give me the best answer that you may be thinking of. I'll take all right or wrong answers. Go ahead.
Not having any doubt.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So faith, not having no doubt. Okay, no sweat. All right, now I like that. That's part of it. We spoke about this during the Feast of Unleavened Bread. What is faith? There's a reason why I'm asking this. The brother said the substance of things hoped for, the realization of things to come. That is a precept. That's Hebrews. Yes, that's part of it, but it's just one word that I'm looking for. Okay, what do Christians say faith is? Okay, if I said I have faith in something, well, I have faith in the Lord. What is that? Trust or okay, how can I say this? Okay, if someone asks you, are you an atheist, how would you respond? No, why? Mm-hmm. Okay, what do Christians say about God? It's a word that they always use. What? Huh? Love, yes. Okay, sister said work, and she said I was way off. No sweat. The brother said you do what the Lord says, kind. All right, okay. What do people say faith is? Okay, if you are not an atheist, then you blank God or a higher power.
Believe.
Say it again.
Believe.
Believe, right. So a lot of people say that faith is believing. Faith is more than just believing, because you can believe in anything, right? But faith without works is dead, right? So what is faith really? So faith is not a feeling, it's an action, right? So faith is obedience. Y'all get it? Right, it's obedience. So when the scripture says right here, right? Right, and the sister said belief or believe, that damn right. Yeah, all y'all was right. So when it says, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, right? Now, the voice of the Lord thy power is really what it should say. To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. Now, when it says to observe, what does the word observe mean? Like, we are going to break this down piece by piece. What does the word observe mean? Anybody? What does the word observe mean? Go ahead.
To watch or take heed to.
Give her a hand. That's it. That's it. That's it. To watch and to take heed. You know what I mean? You are, if you are observing something as a writer or as if you are observing something, you are analyzing something, right? You are breaking it down. You feel me? So that's what that means. The sister said to watch or study and take note. Damn right. You give her a hand. That's right. That's right. Shout out to my sister Maraka Pop. How you doing, sis? I miss you already. You know, I seen you for a few days and I miss you already. Okay? Damn right. I can't wait to see you again, sis. Okay, so yeah, so to take, so how does it say? To take, watch, or study and take notes. That's what that is. So the first thing is to hearken, which means to hear. Now, a lot of people can talk all day. Yes, you may hear people, but you may not follow and do as they say, right? You know what I mean? I'm sure we all had that experience when it came to our parents. You know what I mean? They may talk a lot, they may yell and scream, but we like, I hear you, but I'm not really listening to what you're saying. I'm just present to hear, but I'm not really going to follow what you're saying, right? So I know a lot of us have been like that, right? So the first thing is to hearken. The second thing is to observe. So when it comes to observing the law, you have to know everything about the law, all the statutes, all the commandments. You have to know what each one consists of. So for example, right? If you are being hired to, if you are working a slavery, it's what we call an EPK, a plantation or a slavery, a job, right? Or, you know, you have to work, right? You have to know how to successfully do that job. So you have to know everything about that. So when it comes to the law, you have to know everything about that law. Because you may have questions. Well, when it comes to this case or this situation, how do you handle this and that, right? And for the brothers that are in the Hebrew Academy or were in the Hebrew Academy or graduated, they know how to answer any questions like that. Like for example, go to him and him alone. There's so many questions about that. People have questions about, well, what if it's a a brother and someone's wife? Go to him and him alone. What if it's you know, a low-ranking man that's trying to talk to a high-ranking man? Go to him and him alone. There's no way around that, you know, that scripture or that situation. That's how you do it. If you have a problem with somebody, you have to take care of that problem. That's what you do. All right? That's what you do. Go ahead.
Well, you said if it's a brother and a sister that's a wife, the brother would still go to that sister.
Yeah, but of course there's still protocol where, like, you know, the husband will be notified and things of that sort. You know what I mean? So everything's still in order, if that makes sense. But still, at the end of the day, go to him and him alone. If you are offended, you talk to him about the offense.
Okay.
But otherwise, you got a question?
No.
Okay, yeah, come. So either way, at the end of the day, it's like nothing is bent. Like, you know, the rules of the law are not bent. The protocols of the rules are not bent. Just like in the school, it's not bent at all. Like you can't, you know, worm your way around it. You know what I mean? You can't get out of it. You know what I mean? A protocol is protocol. A law is a law. A statute is a statute. A commandment is a commandment. And so that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, for example, the law in America today are, you know, Esau, right? Back then it was the Levites. And so if you steal, you're punished for it. You are penalized for it. If there was adultery, you're penalized for it. Either you lose your life or this and that will happen. If you sin, you had to sacrifice something back then, which was your best animal, or your best cattle, which is animal, you know what I mean? Without blemish. If they had blemish, it was you know, it was dirty to the Most High. This animal had to be clean. And the purpose of the law is to make you clean and unblemished. If you are sinning, you are blemished. So imagine a person who has no scars on their body. That's a person who is without blemish. But if you have scars on your body, it's classified as a person with blemishes. Because you got scars, you got marks. And that says a lot, you know, I mean, just based on a perspective of the Bible, if that makes sense, right? So also too, in the same precept, right? So to observe. So to observe is to analyze, to watch, to study, to take notes. You want to know everything that there is about this precept, so it's embedded in your life and you live by it, and that you don't go away from it, right? And to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. There are many commandments in the Bible, and Christ will always reiterate it and elaborate on those commandments. Also the laws and the statutes. And we have to keep all of them, not some of them. Also too, in the book of James, right? In the book of James, it talks about if you offend any law, meaning if you break any law, you have broken all the laws. According to the Bible, there's over 600 laws in the Bible. But you got to understand that some of those laws are for farming, which is husbandry. You got laws that's about dietary laws. You got laws about offenses when it comes, I know, as far as like what you should do and should not do in your everyday life, what you do and say towards a brother or sister, all those things. There's so many laws that, you know, make up the over 600 laws. You know what I mean? So the main ones is don't offend your brother and your sister. Don't steal, do not kill, don't commit adultery. Don't do all the things that are common in our communities today, which is many things, other things that I mentioned. Don't rape, don't molest. You know what I mean? No homosexuality whatsoever. No usury, meaning don't try to scam your brother or your sister. Don't try to do it. Don't try to charge interest. Don't try to, you know, hurt your brother or sister over money, over something small and petty. Don't sleep with a wife. Women do not sleep with a married, sleep with a man who is not your husband. Like, all these things matter. No gossiping, you know what I mean? No holding envy and strife against each other or grudges. All those things are just the common things that we go through that we should follow. Right now, a lot of us are not farmers. Yeah, don't eat crab, shrimp, or lobster, pork, tuna. Don't eat these things. You know what I mean? So that is a common thing that we go through. So like, yeah, sister said, Tawab by the one, kind of miss everybody. Lord allow Midwest Fire Weekend, we can come together again. And we do have a few powwows on the reservation. We hope y'all can make it. Lord allow, I always want to go to a powwow. I don't ever say that too much, but I would love to go to one. Because they have a good time, it's what it seems like. All right. Brother said Deuteronomy has miscellaneous laws. So like, if I may, brother, you know, that's incorrect. All right. You want to be careful with your words. You want to be very, very careful, because that's not true. Every law that you see in the Bible has a purpose for it. Understand that the Most High is the author of everything in the Bible. All right. So you want to be very, very careful with your words. That's not true. That's very false. I mean, when it comes to Deuteronomy, it has laws that are very purposeful. All right. So once again, Warrior, you want to watch your mouth with that one. All right. Everything in the Bible has a purpose for it. That's why it's in the Bible. If it was miscellaneous, it'll be written by man. This was written by men, of course, but who were serving the Most High, who were inspired by the Most High to write the Bible. That's 1 Timothy 3:16, by the way. Okay. So once again, watch your mouth. Don't ever say that again. Every law has a purpose to it. Otherwise, shit, we should all be dead. We should all have a bullet to our head, and that'd be that. And the Most High just starts all over. All right. And when we say miscellaneous, I'm assuming it might be miscellaneous to what? What exactly? To your way of life, or what? I'm not understanding. Otherwise, either or, I would not say that again if I were you. Be careful what you say, because the Most High is listening always. The Most High sees and hears everything, so just watch your mouth. All right, so let's keep going. Once again, that has a lot of purpose to it for us not to do it. So just to answer that question, once again, that's for us. That's there for our learning. Everything in the Bible is there for us to learn, so that way we don't do it. So the fact that you said that, that's for us not to do. That's why it's in the Bible. All right. Honestly, no mistakes should be made, because we see all the mistakes that were made by wise men who were not wise at one point in time, but now are righteous. And they changed their life. That's why it's in the Bible. Okay? Once again, there are precepts based on what you just said, too. So anyway, once again, you know, it's in the Bible for a reason. All right? So just be careful what you say. All right, let's keep going. So the first thing was hearken. The second thing is to observe. And of course, to keep all the commandments, not some, but all. That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. That sounds like not equality. That sounds much like someone's at the top and someone is at the bottom. Am I right or am I wrong? Answer me this, right? Okay, let me ask this question. Does God love everybody? Your answer's going to be no, right? How can you prove that God does not love everybody? Let's say that you don't know exact precept. How can you prove What statement can you make that God does not love everybody? Just think about it. Just think about what you learn in the EPK and what you see in everyday life. Go ahead.
Because he's not severely punishing the other nations for breaking the
That's one.
laws.
Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, how can they break the laws when the laws never give it to them? That's a precept. Psalms 147, 19 through 20. How can they break the law when the law and justice was never given unto them? So that is a great point. What else? Anybody else? What else? Go ahead. Oh, none? Okay. Anything from you? Also, I would not think too hard about it. I mean, just state that, the obvious. So you had said what again? So like, say it again.
Because he's not severely punishing the other nations.
John. All right, now, so now this is the part where we all focus, right? I'm gonna read it one more time. So it's right here in front of us. That the Lord thy God, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. I don't know if I don't know about y'all, but I don't hear God loves everybody. What do you hear? The Lord would set us as Israel above all nations of the earth, all other nations of the earth. What does that say? He loves us more, and also too, he has a chosen people. You feel me? Like that's what it says. You know what I mean? That's what it says. Like he has a chosen people, and he loves us more than the other nations. Also, too, there's more proof when it talks about the Most High's races. We can go through all the Old Testament, the New Testament, and we can also go into the Apocrypha. All right. So, I mean, so much to uncover as far as that. We are the chosen people. If God loved everybody, he would not set one people over another people. We will all be equal. If you are, okay, let me ask you at the job, is anybody equal at the job? Explain to me how. How so? Why is that? Explain, like break it down to me.
It's still ranking order. Like some people in regular crew employees, and you have shift leads, managers, assistant managers, general managers, store owners.
No, so and that's right, yeah. So at a job, you have positions, and that's ranked. You see what I'm saying? You have a manager, a shift manager, assistant manager, team lead, employee. You know what I mean? Associate, employee. Like there's levels to it. So of course, Israel, according to the Most High, we are the chosen people. No one else is chosen. All right, the Most High deals with Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. And we get a lot of the punishment because of what we did back then. So Deuteronomy 27:1, we were supposed to listen to the Most High. And we did not. So Deuteronomy 28 comes because we did not listen to the words that was coming out of Moses' mouth through the Lord. Now we dealing with curses. So since we are dealing with curses, what are we doing in UPK? What are we fighting for? Since we are dealing with the curses as a nation, what are we fighting for if we have the curses? Think of the opposite of what a curse is. So right now, Black and Hispanic and Native Indian people are in a condition of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. But what are we fighting for if it's not the 28th chapter? What's the opposite of a curse? A blessing. So Deuteronomy 27. where all the blessings are spoke about. So Deuteronomy 27 is speaking about all the blessings. Deuteronomy 28 is speaking about all the curses. So we are in the UPK fighting for the blessings. So our goal is to get into the kingdom, right? And to bring the kingdom here. We ain't trying to stay in captivity. I hope everybody understands that, right? We are not trying to stay in captivity. We are fighting for the blessings. The kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of heaven is the blessings, not the curses. All right? So that's what that is. And Dan Wright says, yeah, you're right about that. Con. Right. There's a difference in the separation that's correct and blessings, con, in the kingdom. That's right. Okay? That's exactly what it is. Yeah, right. So yeah, that's what we're fighting for, the blessings. Okay? So we lost our way of life, our land, all the blessings because we did not listen and hearken unto the Most High. That's our problem. All right, so now let me see. Is that it? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move on from that. Let's see, what's next? Yeah, let me just move forward. All right, now my next question is, who has us in captivity? Anybody knows? What captivity are we in right now? Let me ask you, where? Go ahead.
Did you say Esau?
Well, Esau had us in captivity multiple times, but what is the name of this captivity? American captivity. That's right. Give her a hand. That's right. American captivity is where we are at. We are in America, right? Right? I want to say Minnesotan captivity. It's American captivity. All right? America, which is spiritually Babylon, and Egypt, Sodom, so on and so forth, right? And the sister said the last one. That's right too. We are in the last captivity. We are in the last days. You know what I mean? So yeah, and of course we have been saying we are in the last days for many years because this is the last captivity. That's why we say we are in the last days. All right. So after this captivity, we are going to be in rulership. Our oppressors are going to be in rulership. When I say oppressors, not only just Esau, mainly Esau, but the other nations who had us in captivity in the past. All right. Very soon, I do want to do a class about all the other ethnicities, or so like other races or nations of people who had us in captivity, just to get more in depth on that, because a lot of people don't know about the Chinese, the Japanese, who is Moab and Ammon, Ishmael. Ishmael had us messed up, Salaki, if I may, had us fucked up, Salaki. Before Esau got his hands on us. Me and Rob was talking about that yesterday. All the East Indians. Good night. Good night. If y'all knew about the East Indian captivity, good night. That was the Assyrian captivity, I believe. I mean, so many Babylonian captivity, the Egyptians, the Africans. We want to be Africans so bad. The Africans do not want to be niggas at all. They want no parts. I don't see Africans getting shot down in the street. I do see niggas getting shot down in the street, though. All right? I see it very much. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about all the tribes. I have seen every tribe suffer the consequences. All right? The curses. I've seen every tribe. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we suffer the most. No one else does but us. All right? Oh, yeah, that's what I used to get. All right. Once again, if anybody got any questions or concerns, go ahead and type in the chat. Go ahead and get into it. They got any more questions or live? Some smell good in here. Is that pizza?
No.
All right, most on our class. If we could get a sister hand for the piece of the water, sis. The water, yeah. But hey, also always bring some food, man. If you could, some food, some drinks when it comes to a class. Brothers and sisters who may come into the class physically may not have ate that day. You know, have waters on deck, hot, whatever. You know, it's very, you know, it's very generous to do so. It doesn't always have to be a feast. Every class, every Sabbath service, every feast, always bring food, drinks, things of that sort, all right? If you are able. Baba Shah. All right, let's go ahead and get into this right here. All right. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle. It's supposed to say flieth, but otherwise fleeth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And if you see the words are a little weird, it's because this is how it looks in the 1611 King James Version Bible. All right. So the first part, it says, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar. So as you know, with the transatlantic slave trade, right? Mm-hmm. We were, you know, captured or conquered by people who nation, I'm sorry, it's like whose language we did not understand, who we had no knowledge of. So these people are coming from afar. I mean, they're coming from a different place, and they are coming to conquer us. And they have a tongue, meaning a speech, a language that we do not understand. Because at this time, we knew who we were as a people, but we were running from that. We knew Hebrew. I believe the sister Yapa had asked a couple of weeks ago, or probably last week, if the Mexicans knew Hebrew. All the tribes knew Hebrew at one point in time, but it got lost through the captivities and all the enslavement and all the Christianity being beaten into them. All right. So let me see. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. Also too, from a far place, as the eagle, right? Just a metaphor. Now, when it says the eagle, right? Who uses the symbol of the eagle right now? America. Say it again. America. America uses the eagle. It's on your money. It's on postal cards, your stamps. It's everywhere. Also, too, your American flag. The eagle is represented in the American flag, not the actual flag, but like part of it. You know what I mean? The eagle is used. Oh, the rugs, or like in a White House, all that is used because that's their symbol. Also, too, we go into Roman. Now, what is it called? The Roman Catholic Church, otherwise the Roman Empire. The eagle is used. Babylonian time, the eagle is used. So America today, all right, in modern time, even back then, the eagle is used as a representation just to show who this is. That shows you in the Bible. And the Bible is thousands and thousands of years ago. And he used the metaphor of the eagle, which America used today. That's not a coincidence whatsoever. That eagle represents America today. And they are the one with the foreign tongue. They are the one who is from a different place trying to conquer another. Have you heard of Christopher Columbus? No different. Okay? All right, let me see. Salaki. Hey, no sweat, sis. They're right. Yeah, a sister said, yeah, I would have to be able to bring food such to be far. No sweat. Don't worry about it. It's all good. You being in class and you contributing and doing what you're doing right now is enough. Until you can do more, of course, which sounds like you want to do more. And the sister said also, I would like to comment about how excited I am to have finish my 90 days, and Lord willing, get my name soon. And give her a hand. She will. She will. You will get that name, and that name is going to be glorious. It's going to fit you, and you have to live up to that name. All right? Otherwise, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? We all have to live up to our name, and we have to take strong accountability and really be serious about that name and that work that comes with it. It won't happen overnight. Just trust me. You know, you might run into some situations, some mistakes. No sweat. As long as you strive to be what that name is that you have, then Most High in Christ, you will get there. Just keep striving for it. The Most High said, if you strive for the truth, the Most High will strive for you. And that is amazing. That's in the Apocrypha, the book of Ecclesiasticus, right? Let me see. All right, here we go. All right. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from a different place, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. Now, that is going to be America, which is spiritually Babylon today. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Why don't we understand Esau's language right now? Just make it simple and sweet. Why don't we understand his language right now? Or in general? Think about who you are and think about who they are in their language. I'm throwing out hints right now. A nation is something that we do not understand. Why don't we understand their language? Go ahead.
Because it's not ours.
Give her a hand. There you go. There you go. We don't understand their language because we are not a part of that language. We are not them. We are someone else. We are different. We are the glorious, righteous people on the face of the earth, according to the Lord. We are his chosen people, his children. We have a language of our own. Honestly, I'll be honest. Like me and Tarak was talking, and I believe we mentioned this in class before. I can speak better in Hebrew than I can in English. Like a nigga already got a speech impediment. You know what I mean? I know that. I got a damn speech impediment. A nigga stutter sometimes, no sweat. I own that, no sweat. You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, I still like English is not. It's I don't know. I don't get it. And they also say that English is one of the most difficult languages to understand and grasp and learn. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like upside down, it's backwards. And a lot of languages that we see today of the different ethnicities and nations, they're plagiarized. You know what I mean? So they are plagiarized also too, based off our language. And there is proof that all these other languages are plagiarized based off ancient Hebrew. We ain't just saying that because, you know, just to say it. It's the truth. In the ISUPK, you won't hear lies. All you're going to hear is the truth. All right? I even heard people call English a bastard language. Same here. I have as well. You know what I mean? And the only reason why we are speaking this language that we can understand is because we are in this captivity. If we were not in this captivity, we would naturally know ancient Hebrew. I can simply say, Shalom, Yahweh, Shema, Thamba, Shema, Shah. You will know exactly what I meant and what I said. Shalom meaning peace. Yahweh being the Most High. Alatha to you, meaning that the Lord watch over you. Or Salaki. Yeah, kind of. You know what I mean? You know, Al is to, or so like unto, Atha is you. But Hashem Yahweh Shai is over you, but you know, being blessed by Yahweh Shai, or in the name of Yahweh Shai. Okay, so that's really all that means. So you're saying that, you know, Shalom, peace be unto you, but may the Lord watch over you in the name of Yahweh Shai. And anytime that you pray, you always want to say in the name of Yahweh Shai. That's how all our prayers are anyway. So how our prayers are, that's how you want to pray in private, not in public. Okay? So yeah. And that explains that. Okay? All right, so let's move on. Let's see that. Okay. So like I'm gonna get a lot more. All right. Let's get Job 9:24. All right. Yeah, Job 9:24. So give me 1 second, bear with me real quick. Give me 1 second here. If y'all could give me a moment real quick, so like I gotta do something real quick. Give me 1 moment. I'm finna step off the camera real quick. Give me 1 second here. All right, slide before that. Slide had to take care of something real quick. So let me see. Yeah, y'all go ahead and eat. Yeah, that's why. Just as far as the teacher, I'll just eat afterwards. Is that cheese pizza? Like, what? Got some meat on it?
Cheese.
You said what?
It's just cheese.
All right, no sweat. All right. Y'all trying to make it gassy over here. Good night. Good nice. I like it. You know, piece. You know, I mean, cheese or beans. Good night. Like it. Do not invite me over to your house. Like it. I'm just saying. All right. So anyway, so let's get back to it. Job chapter 9 verse 24, which is one of my favorite precepts. Okay. And Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Now we have to break this down little by little, right? When it says that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, you gotta ask yourself, what the hell does that even mean? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked of the earth right now? What?
Esau.
And Esau is who again?
The white man, or the oppressor.
Esau is our oppressor, or the white man, otherwise known as Edom. Edom is the nation of Esau. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's right. So the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. This is very relevant. And this is Job. Job wrote this thousands and thousands of years ago. You know what I mean? I mean, like good night, like over, like I mean, probably 9,000 to 10,000 years ago. You feel like this is that old, okay? And he said that the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. The wicked is going to be our oppressor. That's the key to that. Our oppressor is the one who is ruling the earth. Also, too, we love using this precept when it came to tyrants like Donald Trump. Donald Trump was a tyrant. And what a tyrant is a wicked ruler who is abusing their power. Okay? That's what a tyrant is. So let's keep going. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. All right, so, okay, before I ask, let me see. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. So you guys might not understand it right away what this means. But let me ask you a question, right? Explain who Esau is to me. And then based on what I want to hear, I'm gonna stop you. And I'm gonna elaborate based on what you say. Who is Esau? So I'm in the world, right? And I don't know anything about who Esau is. As far as I know that he's white and he's the oppressor, he runs America, right? Who is Esau? Explain who he is. Break him down. Dissect, analyze, break it all down to me. How would you explain to someone who Esau is? Because the Bible says he covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He's wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Manipulative.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how about this? You pretty much describe characteristics, so I want the characteristics of who he is. Okay, how about this? Why do we call him the devil? Why do we call our oppressor the devil? Anybody online, in the class, why do we call our oppressor the devil? How about this? How? Okay, yeah, okay. How? I mean, why do we call him the devil? Anybody? Somebody already answered the question. I want somebody in class. Why do we call our oppressor the devil? I know y'all know this. Come on now. But why though? Just because we call him that? No. I mean, as far as I know, anybody could be the devil, right? Or am I wrong? Go ahead.
Is it because like what he's done?
What exactly has he done? I mean, as far as I know, Mr. Whiteman has been glorious. He's been good to us.
Enslaved our people.
He enslaved our people. I believe black enslaved black people.
He oppressed us.
You said what now?
He oppressed us.
Black people oppress each other all the time. Black people oppress each other all the time. You can't speak bad about Massa. You can't. What makes him so terrible and bad? Why do you call him the devil? The reason why we call Esau or our oppressor, who was the white man, the devil, is because the word devil means liar or deceiver.
Oh.
What has he lied about? What has he deceived us about? What has he lied about? What has he deceived us about? A sister said he's a deceiver. Then, oh shit, Salaki, hey, the sister, Marakapah, she dropped a precept. Yes, actually, honestly, sis, I would say, Khan, yeah, Khan, that was right, Yeah, 25 and 25, Khan. I would say 25, 23 through 25, but that can be used for many different topics, but that's good as well. He lied about our history. He's a deceiver, Khan. Otherwise, anything else? Come, no sweat. All you guys are right, okay? Don't think so hard. Hey, trust me. I know. Trust me. Don't think so hard, all right? When it says he covered, let me put it back on the screen. When it says he covered the faces of the judges thereof, meaning, do you guys know about what's it called? Mount Rushmore?
No.
Where's the place where all the big ass faces made out of stones? Ain't that DC? It's in DC, right? I believe so, right? So, and they're supposed to be the founding fathers, right?
No.
But in the Bible we have forefathers.
Mm-hmm.
Our forefathers is who? Say it again. Who are our forefathers? Okay, you said Jacob. Okay, who else?
I don't know.
All right, you gotta study. You gotta study.
Okay.
Say it again. Abraham. And who else? Yeah, you said Jacob, Abraham. Who else? You said Isaac. That's it. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abraham first. Isaac is Abraham's, son. Jacob is Isaac's son. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's our forefathers. Thomas Edison and all Jefferson. I don't know who that man is. I don't know them. Bush, Obama. I don't know. They're not our forefathers. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are our forefathers. You know what I mean? Their faces, should be on Mount Rushmore. Yeah. It should be there. It should not be white people up there. Also, too, Black History Month is really about white people. You know what I mean? It's really about white people because it only represents them. It don't represent anybody else but them. And also, too, they get the sellouts most times when it comes to Black History Month, but that's a different class. So he covered the faces of the judges thereof. So, for example, right, when it says he covered the faces of the judges thereof, the one who is wicked, who has the earth, he paints over, Black and Hispanic and Native Indians. He takes credit of that. And the proof of this is right here in this precept. 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. And the precept again is 1 Maccabees and Apocrypha chapter 3, verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images. That's talking about Christ being white. So the heathens looked at the Bible, they studied the Bible and said, you know what? We should paint all these people as us and not them. Has anybody heard of the Russian icon as far as the book? The Russian icon book costs over $1,000 right now because the truth has came out, and the Russian icon shows that all the prophets and priests were Black people. I got pictures of Daniel, King David, Christ, all being painted as niggas. And all in Russia right now, to this day, they have a museum of people in the Bible being niggas. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. They have pictures of that in Russia till this day, in 2022. But in America, you would never see it because they're trying to hide the truth. You feel me? So that book costs $1,000 or stuff like that. But we have pictures, we have other resources to get that information. And also too, in one of these classes, I will expose that and show people and send it to brothers and sisters just to have. All right. Rapid City, South Dakota. Yeah, damn right, Con. And the brother said, point their image in the book. Damn right. You absolutely right, Con. Lived here most of my life, but never seen it. Even back then, I knew it was stupid. Salaki, Con. Damn right. You're right. You're damn right. And now there's more to the precept. Okay. So from the top, Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Now, this is the question, right? A lot of people always say that, the white, so like the oppressor is not the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? So now this is our question that Job asks. If not, where and who is he? So if he is not the one who has the earth, so like if he is not the one who is wicked, who has the earth, and he doesn't cover up the faces of the judges, then who is he? Where is he? Who is the devil then? In the Bible, there's a scripture that says, that even the animals know who the devil is. And that's deep. That's deep, man. Even the animals know who the devil is. And that is Esau. It's your managers. It's your police. It's your, your judges. Once again, judges, cover the face of the judges thereof. The judges cover up a lot of stuff. Understand that. Who else? Your mayor, your president. Who is the president right now? Joe Biden, right? Right. Joe Biden is the president. He's white, very much, right? You know what I mean? He saw St. Crackers. Right? So, this devil right here, like, they are all covering up the faces of us. Let me see. I'm trying to think of the brother. Okay, so we all know that a lot of black people had created a lot of things in America, right? Give me a few things that black people have created. Go ahead. Say it again. What you say? You said what?
The phones that you don't have to turn.
Okay. A phone. Go ahead.
Traffic lights.
Traffic lights. Go ahead.
Fiber optic cables for the computers and everything.
Damn right, absolutely. And you know that was dope too, by the way. Go ahead. No, sorry. Go ahead. All right, I'll get back to you. Go ahead.
The Super Soaker water gun.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I said, go ahead. That's what. Yeah, I wouldn't think too hard.
Because there's a lot of stuff it's all into my son just.
Yes, so it's like so Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota. Okay, I felt it. I knew I was wrong. So South Dakota. Yeah. and we all went to school too. Damn. Shit. Hey, look, hey, F, white man's education. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, South Dakota, yeah, kind of, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. No matter where it's at, it needs to be destroyed. Damn right, light bulbs and cars, so yeah. I don't know if I know, but black people, yeah, cars, light bulbs, a lot of stuff. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say blood banks.
Blood banks, that's right. Yep, that's right. Open heart surgery. Air conditioners, ceiling fans, and things of that sort. I want to say a pacemaker. You guys know what a pacemaker is, right? A pacemaker is a lot of stuff. I want to say peanut butter, but yes, but go ahead.
Okay, so it wasn't like he created the peanut, but he created like over 100 different ways to utilize it.
Exactly. Yeah, kind of. So yep. Yeah. So the point of that is to show that how the sister said from South Dakota, Edomites took credit. Edomites definitely took credit of all the things that we did. They plaster a white name over and said, oh no, they did this, they did that. They also say that is it Thomas Jefferson or Thomas Edison who discovered who they say discovered electricity through with a kite? It Jefferson. It was Benjamin Franklin. Yeah. I'm thinking about somebody else. Yeah. At the same time, it's a whole bunch of lies. As you see, I'm very confused. I got names mixed up. All right. Yeah, it's a little strong over there.
It's just water.
Oh, okay. not the face that you made, shit. I thought it was a little strong over there. But yeah, so yeah, you know what I mean. So anyway, long story short, I know we actually over the time. I got a lot more precepts to go over. So lucky for me, just running over time. I will do a part 2 as far as this, and I will pick off from where I left off of. I will explain later how who has us in captivity, which I already explained, but there's a little bit more to it. What has happened since we lost it, currently what's going on right now, and how do we get it back? So stay tuned for part 2 as far as that. Otherwise, I want to say the water to everybody who chimed in. Otherwise, let's go ahead and say prayers. So with that being said, I imagine, which means to stand or rise or stand. Okay. All right. Security announcements. We got our ISUK, so around 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew by Asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, gives to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations or high holy days is going to be the Feast of First Fruits, the 50th day, which is the last day, June 12th. All right, which is one of my favorite high holy convocations, Salaki. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. All right. Otherwise, get into the prayers. Trying to help it down, which means to face the east. All right. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanaw.
Abanaw.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malach Watka.
Malach Watka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baratazak.
Baratazak.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Nathalanaw.
Nathalanaw.
Lakom.
Lakom.
Kol.
Kol.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakanaw.
Wasalakinaw.
Kawawatinaw.
Kawawatinaw.
Tasalakanaw.
Kasalakinaw.
Kawawatinaw.
Kawawatinaw.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Taba'ayanaw.
Taba'ayinaw.
Wanasawan.
Nasayawan.
Abo.
Abo.
Hawashayanaw.
Hashayinaw.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Waha'al.
Waha'al.
Watapara.
Watapara.
La'alamu.
Wa'alamu.
Aman.
Aman.
And in English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us of our debts,
Forgive us of our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Amen.
Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Barak Lanam.
Barak Lanam.
Wayasha'al.
Wayashua.
Wahabayah.
Wahabaya.
Sapariah.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rafa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Magun.
Magan.
Hagun.
Hagan.
Say the name of the loved ones once. Everyone repeats the name once. So for those that are on social media, if there's a loved one that you want to, put in the chat to send up prayers for, go ahead and put in the chat. We'll go ahead and say it. All right. Otherwise, anybody in the room can go ahead and start off. Maccabi.
Paul.
Paul.
Desiree.
Devin.
Devin.
Ariana.
Sharon.
Shannon,
Jayla.
Jayla,
Jacory.
Jacory,
Josie.
Josie,
Jeremy.
Jeremy,
Douglas.
Douglas,
Rakawam Yahawada.
Rakawam Yahawada,
Tazaya.
Tazaya. All right, so let me see, give me a second real quick. Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Shah.
angels,
Angels.
generals,
Generals.
captains,
Captains.
officers,
Officers.
troopers,
Troopers.
students,
Students.
sisters,
Sisters.
children,
Children.
Islamic School UPK,
Islamic School UPK.
all of Israel.
All of Israel.
Give me a second, man. Desiree Davis,
Desiree Davis.
all of UPK,
All of UPK.
Zion,
Zion.
Samuel,
Samuel.
Sister South Dakota,
Sister South Dakota.
Amungabar,
Amangabar.
all of UPK,
All of
schools,
UPK schools.
Select, all of Israel,
All of Israel.
Narakapa,
Barakapa.
Kunayala,
Kunayala.
Yawasa,
Yawasa.
Yakadash,
Yakodash.
Kabatabak,
Kabataba.
Kabatabar,
Kabatabar.
Dakaya,
Dakaya.
Sathar, Chigariya,
Shagaria.
Makaradam,
Bakardam.
Kanagamar,
Kanagabar.
Tarak,
Sarab.
Kudasayan,
Kadasayan.
Tatamal Kwad,
Captain Malfar.
Nabarama,
The Barama.
Makawana,
Rakavana.
Yapa,
Yapa.
Shara,
Shara.
Kawaniyala,
Kawamiala.
Tawala,
Tawala.
Raphael,
Raphael.
Cliff,
Cliff.
Joseph Daniel,
Joseph Daniel.
the Peterson family,
Peterson
the
family.
Slaughter family,
Slaughter family.
the Willis family,
The Willis family.
the Patterson family,
The Patterson family.
the Rollins family,
The Rollins family.
all of Israel.
All of Israel.
That's it. All right. Bashem Yahushua,
By Hashem Yahushua.
the Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman.
In English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
bless us in Israel,
Bless us in Israel.
in the school.
In the school.
Bless, heal, shield, protect
Bless, heal, shield, protect.
loved ones.
Loved ones.
In the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua.
thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth.
and all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua.
listen to us now,
Listen to us now.
right now.
Right now.
See you the curses.
So he the curses.
Oh, it's like, you know what, it's like, I'm just, it's like, somebody else had that prayer, it's like, Officer Cabal,
Officer Cabal.
Captain Tazaria,
Captain Tazaria.
give me one second, it's like, I do apologize, give me 1 second here. Mary Ann LaForce,
Mary Ann Force.
Rashmi Awashai,
By Hashem Yahushua.
the Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman.
I read it again, apologize. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth.
and all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahushua.
listen to us now,
Listen to us now.
right now.
Right now.
To evil the curses
To evil and curses.
and punishment and destruction
And punishment and
to
destruction.
the heathen
To the heathen.
that speak against us,
That speak against
like
us.
prophets,
Like
the
prophets.
teachers,
The
the
teachers.
princes,
The princes.
the priests,
The priests.
the Israelite brothers,
The Israelite
in the
brothers.
school,
In the school.
to evil the curses
To evil and
and
curses.
punishment and destruction
And punishment and
to
destruction.
the heathen
To the heathen.
and shake loose
And shake
the
loose.
treasure of the rich of Israel
The treasure of the rich of
that
Israel.
refuse to get to the school,
That refuse to get to the school.
force their riches,
Force their riches.
since thy sanctuary,
Enter thy
to
sanctuary.
evil the curses
To evil and curses.
and punishment and destruction
And punishment and
to
destruction.
the Edomites
To the Edomites.
and the nations
And their
and
nations.
their drug dealers,
And their drug
the
dealers.
court system,
The court
the
system.
prison system,
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood.
all the governments of our enemies,
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies,
And like synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic
the
Church.
Pope,
The Pope.
Islam,
Islam.
Christianity,
Christianity.
Egyptology,
Egyptology.
militia,
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads,
Skinheads.
Cosmopolitans,
Cosmopolitans.
the gay
The
movement,
gay movement.
the lesbian movement,
The lesbian movement.
spies,
Spies.
works of witchcraft,
Works of witchcraft.
NASA space program,
NASA space program.
army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet
open up the internet
and the airways,
and airways,
cable access channels,
cable access,
and the radio channels.
and the radio
Convict the spirit in thy people
convict the spirit of any of thy
that
people
seek to stop us
that seek to stop
and
us
bring swift destruction
and bring swift
to
destruction
all the heathen
to all the people
that stand in the way
that stand in the
or
way
try to stop
and
us
try to stop
from
us
broadcasting your words
from broadcast your words
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet of
Let loose all the plagues,
let us all the plagues
cause them to go to and fro
cause to go to and fro
through the earth and consume them.
through the earth and consume them.
Let the plague shake the house
Let the plague shake the house
of the thief and the murderer.
of the thief and the murderer.
Let Yahweh Shah,
Let you have a shot.
Michael and Gabriel,
Michael and Gabriel
come down to find sauce
come down to find
and
sauce
punish all the heathen
and punish all the
that come up against us.
that come up against
As
us
you speak thy word,
as we speak that
cause
word.
we know by all
Because we know by all
that it is angels that have done it.
that the angels that have done
Cause the spread through the media
cause the spread through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake out thy coming.
Cause them to shake that coming.
In the name of Yahweh Shah,
And then you have a shot.
thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry, this is turn. Right. Alright, so for the men in Israel, my Shabbat, Majin, Barak, Yahweh Shemiah Shah Barakathon. Alright, for those that are online, stars to the sisters, which means turns to the sisters that are in your presence. Alright, may Israel, my Shabbat, Majin, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatham by Shemiah Shah.
Yahweh Shemar Alpha by Shemar Shah.
My stock class is missed. Right? Damn right, sis, no sweat.